Hello everyone, good evening. This is Umaira from Georgian College and this is my student ID, and I am going to share some of my field placement experiences through this presentation that I'm going to currently present. So I'll start with giving some basic details of my field placement. The place where I perform my field placement at is Aspera Waterford Barry retirement home basically, and it's located at a very good prime location in Edge Hill Drive. Here is a website which you can go through and look at it. This is a stone where it represents a very good entrance before entering the Waterford, and this is the whole building, which is a huge area of the whole retirement home, which has a park, sitting area for the elderly people, and a lot of trees, gardens, and good things all around in a good environment. This is just a basic photo of how the elderly are having a good evening time, having them juice or wine on their table and talking, chatting, and making a good life in their retirement home. So basically what the process of me finding the field placement was, I had to first go online after researching about quite a couple of retirement homes and long-term health cares. So when I came through Waterford retirement home, I emailed them and asking if they are hiring, and they were. So I connected with the HR and we got an interview scheduled. So after I got the interview scheduled and I completed and passed through it, one of the requirements were, so there were two important requirements that were needed to be done, which is the TB test, because but obviously we were gonna be working so closely with the elderly and patients, so we were mandatorily asked to do this tuberculosis test to make sure and be safe. Along with that, we were supposed to also do a police verification of a vulnerable sector check. So here I'm gonna now talk about some goals of field placement. So the very first goal is to become an expert, so that I could plan and portray healthy menu of food items which would be specially designed for each client or patient and not be the one basic one which would go for everyone. So it would be basically so customized, and that too in a professional manner, knowing all the needs and requirements that particular patient needs, and that would be along with their likes and preferences at the same time. The other one was knowing the concept of how everything is managed inside the inventory and how all practical measures can be taken to increase the shelf life, so that least amount of food is wasted or thrown out. Other is to be also aware of how a workplace environment is actually in the retirement home, and what are some professional ethics and code of conducts that we have to follow and to be taken care of. One of the goals was to influence and encourage individuals and the community all around by explaining to them and letting them know how beautifully diet plays an important role by becoming an art, emotion, and also a simplicity of the human diet relating to our health and well-being. Also to be able to understand every resident or patient in a way that it satisfies them with what we are providing them, good services, and also making sure that it comes in the organizational standards. So one of the influences after working in this retirement home I realized is that it is very interesting and very heartbreaking to work in a retirement home, because spending time with them and taking care of their nutritional needs, you get connected to the patients or the residents on a level that really makes us happy, seeing them happy and healthy. So I would like to continue doing after doing this job in retirement home and my field placement. I feel like I would go for being a nutrition manager, and I would like to learn more things in the future and do some courses that would help me become a very good nutrition manager and do something very good in the food field for the people. So some recommendations for someone who is considering this placement would be to always be kind and to talk politely with them, all of them, because that's how they will be cheerful and happy, because all they look for is love and comfort in people all around, since they have very less people to connect with. Their family, they live away from families, so all they want is people who understand them, and they also want them to be interactive. They really love it when people ask how they are doing, how they're feeling. That's how it makes them feel important, and it also helps you to learn new things, what they are they liking the service, or if they're having any problems with anything. So this is a good way of getting a feedback from them. And yep, and it also helps you and them by knowing and understanding each other, of what they are expecting from you. So another thing is always give as a thought-provoking, a good thought-provoking idea for staying in a retirement home, that always make them feel motivated and positive by saying some good ideas, just like remember the past, not feel bad about it, whatever you did, just embrace it and enjoy your present and embrace the future, however time you think you must have. Also think about retirement as not your time to stop doing things, but it actually means that in a happy manner. Think of it as, it's just as in a funny way, as it is written here, I'm retired, so hello pension, goodbye tension. So you don't have to think about anything anymore. You don't have to worry about work. That's how and where you start living your life. And yeah, here is one of the good quotes, that what you can do and what options you have even after being retired. It's not like if you're retired you just have to sit and you've got nothing to do, but instead after being retired, it's for you an open opportunity to do whatever you like, being more physically active, which would make you feel more healthier and happier. So these are some things that you could do and keep on a daily list, like sometimes doing golfing, having enough sleep, eating good food and protein like fish, chicken, have good naps, play, all the physical activities, indoor activities, whatever the hobbies you have all the choices to do whatever you like. Another quote is just as similar to what you have to look forward and be motivated to look forward is, retirement is when you stop living at work and start working at living. So never always make them feel positive and empathetic, that retirement is not where you stop doing things, but that's when you actually start doing things for yourself and start living. Here are some references or citations of the pictures and that I've taken. Thank you so much, and that's it. The only thing that I think I would like to say is, I think all of my goals of field placement were were completed and were considerate. But apart from the fact that we did work in a dietary aid, but it's just that it was less of planning menus and making their diet and more of serving. So that's the only part where I think I would give it a missed opportunity, because we didn't get to learn a lot of planning menus. We were just told what we have to do, and that's what we had to just order and serve it to them. So, but I think it was a very great opportunity that through this course we got an opportunity to work in a retirement home and get to know things around how it works, and to help us know better that would we enjoy and like to do this in the future and become a nutrition manager, if that's how it works and how handling of the retirement home of the elderly patients is done. That's it. I would really thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, and it was a good time. Thank you so much.